everybody. It's 9:30 here in sunny Spain. And we got another full hour of fun, hopefully. Not lots of questions. We've got questions. We've got some topics as well. So let's get going. So as always with me, I always start off with the information first, because I know a lot of you guys out there are still doing your searching and your research and trying to find out much information as you can. Obviously, with the Facebook pages, they're very helpful. Obviously, look on the internet as well. But some of the good sites worth checking out where you get the proper information. One of them, I think, is a very good site, which is the Citizens Advice Spain. It's obviously on the internet. Lots of stuff on there. You can ask questions, and it's free. The other one would be for people that are outside the EU now, especially if you're applying for visas, is the Spanish Embassy. Now, obviously, they're dotted around. You've got consulates dotted around the UK. So always check them out, because obviously information is always changing, and it's not just about obviously buying property, especially if you're traveling on holiday. The other one, which I suppose is obvious, is the UK Gov site. And they've got 3 categories. Living in Spain, pretty important really, because obviously a lot of things have changed this year. Healthcare, another important one. I've seen quite a few people asking about, can they still use their ICI card? You can't really. And obviously the other one, which is really important, is check your passport, because they are stamping your passports now. And they've got a little bit stricter on about, you've got to have 2 pages clear apparently, and also you've got to have 6 months free. So just beware of that. Another site worth checking out on the internet, which is Spain just started up quite recently, obviously to help out people, especially traveling and all to do with the COVID restrictions, is Travel Safe Spain. Travel Safe Spain. All information about traveling to Spain. So I hope that's helpful. And now we're going into the YouTube channels for information. One of them is called Spain Speaks by Stuart. Now, Stuart's based in Madrid, and he's been doing nearly daily updates really on what's going on and about the COVID, the news of Spain. And for the ladies, we've got Belladorm by Anna. Obviously, she's based in Belladorm, and she's sort of come from nowhere, Anna has, and she does a very good she does a daily report as well, especially Belladorm is coming back to life now. A lot of the hotels have opened up. There's a lot more entertainment now. I believe they've dropped the restrictions now on the nightclubs. They're allowed to be opened up. I think they've still got the restrictions in like bars and restaurants to 30%, but it sounds like outside that's fine. Another thing you're not allowed to do, guys, is go dancing. I think you can dance around your table, but I don't think you're really allowed to do that. So there's no dancing still, but things are going a little bit better in Spain, which is good news. And tonight's topics, I'll be talking about the GB car sticker, electricity here in Spain. I think wherever you are in the world, electricity prices are never going to go down. Can you get it cheaper? Good question. So we'll be chatting about that. And also something on campus sale, age concern. That affects a lot of us, especially us old people. That's what we were talking about. I've got quite a few questions. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to whack in the intro, because last week, didn't have many people on here last week, because apparently it was football night. But football night was last night, so hopefully I'm going to get a lot more than 46. But anyway, let's get into the intro, and then we get on with it. It's not. Why is it coming up working? Oh no! Hang on! Press the wrong button. So you got me back now. Anyway, the first thing I will mention, because obviously I see that's been cropping up now about the mobile site, especially in the UK, that roaming charges are coming back, and most of them are going to be starting next year. So somebody, there it is, Lobster. If you don't know yet, but Lobster is promoting me for the past couple of months now, and I have to give them a plug because they're giving me free internet, not internet, give me free data on the phone, which is amazing. When I can do all these live broadcasts, which I couldn't do before. So I've got to thank Lobster for that. But what I will mention, guys, is if you're thinking about changing your network, don't forget with Lobster, it's not a contract, not signing to anything. You can just change if you don't want to. But with Lobster, what they told me, if you phone this number, you get a special deal. You won't get it with anything else. If you just phone up Lobster, you just get the normal deal, which is pretty good anyway. But if you phone this number, and it will be below this video anyway, if you missed my interpretation of it or pronunciation of it. So if you phone 711-000-711 and just say Expat and Mazarron, what they will do, they will send you a free SIM card, and the first month I should say, because somebody said the other day, Sean, did you say 3 months? I said, no, it's just the first month will be free. They've got free deals. They've got small, medium, and large. For the first one, it's €12. That's including the IVA or the tax, as you say, which is for 12 gig. 28 gig is €18, and the large one is 55 gig for €24 a month. So if you're thinking about changing the network, check out Lobster. Go on to their, God, I hate this because it's all back to front. Check out Lobster on the internet. Just check all the details, make sure you're happy with it, and then, yeah, go for it. But also give me a mention, please. That would be fantastic. Facebook. Now, Expat and Mazarron's got its own Facebook group. You can go on there, and with the Facebook group, virtually whatever I'm doing, I always put stuff on there before obviously making videos. You can see what I'm up to. I've been quite busy this week as well. So if you want to join the Facebook group, obviously love people to join it. All I ask is 2 questions, and that is, why do you want to come to Spain? It doesn't have to be something huge. You're just interested in moving to Spain. And the other thing is, as long as you abide by the rules, you've got no problem with joining. So please check out my Facebook group. Lots of information on it, because it's not just me. A lot of people on there now. I've got over 1,000 people on there now. So if you've got you want to know about something, I'm sure somebody on there will be able to help you out. So check that out as well. What I will just say now is the coffee fund. The coffee, if you don't notice, I do a coffee fund, and that's not about buying me a coffee, but obviously most appreciate. But it's really more to fund me so I can go out and do lots of videos and lots of other things. I've got lots of things planned in the next month or so, but it helps out of the costs. But I'll be most appreciated. And obviously, don't forget the Expat in Mazarron merchandise. We're doing mugs now. And what I will mention, I will put the prices up here. If you want to buy a T-shirt, it's £12 plus postage. Obviously, this would be in Spain or UK. It's all coming from the UK. Don't come to my house because I ain't got none of it. But go onto the website. There will be a link below this video. Polo shirts are £15. And if you want to buy a mug, they're £6 plus postage. So support the expat. Anyway, getting on to topics. What I will say, I'm just putting a question there. This is from Sir Brian. I imagine he's on. I don't check the comments until at 10 o'clock. But Sir Brian asked me a question. Where is your next travels going to be? So what I thought I'd do on that is I will put up what next week's videos are going to be. I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. So next Tuesday's video, I should say, is going to be about an abandoned golf course. It's a huge golf course. It's, I think, trying to think now. I think it's oh, it's still in the Murcia region. It's on the coast. But believe it or not, this area, they called it the Beverly Hills of Spain. But this area here was completely abandoned. It's got two 18-hole golf courses and a 9-hole. The picture you can see here, these were the show houses that they built, and they put all the garden stuff in it as well. But it's just left. So anyway, that's what's on next week's Tuesday video. A lot of people like watching that. And then on next Thursday, it's the free expats. We're out again. We're out exploring in the Murcia region, and we go to visit an abandoned place, a castle. Must have been the cost of going in the castle cost us €1 each, which was pretty amazing. We went obviously to that's next week's 2 videos. So Brian, I hope I answered that question. We've got 52 in the house. Most appreciate that, guys, top people. Right, GB stickers. Now, if you didn't know, I did mention it last week. Apparently, it's come up now. It's official. So anybody that's got a UK car, especially if you're coming down to Spain. Now, if you come through France, it doesn't matter. But once you hit Spain, you've got to have, by the end of this month, I think it's the 28th of September, you've got to change that GB sticker to a UK. It's got to have UK on it. Now, apparently, it's only 3 places. It's Spain, Malta, and Cyprus. No, not Cyprus. Oh, I think it might be. I don't know why Malta has got to have a UK sticker. I wouldn't have thought as many cars can drive over there. Maybe they go on a ferry. I don't know, but that's what's been told, and it's nothing to do with the Spain. Spain's been difficult. It's all to do with the Northern Ireland Agreement because Northern Ireland's not part of the Great British thingy now at the moment. It's to do with all the Brexit in it. Anyway, they've said as from end of this month, you've got to have a UK sticker on the back of your car, not a GB one. So don't have a go at me about it. Just what's come up over the past couple of weeks. Pretty important because obviously I've gone around. There's a lot of UK cars that are still in Spain, obviously because most of them are on holiday and they got GB on the back of it. I'm not too sure about on the number plate itself, but I think you still got to have a sticker on your car anyway. It doesn't matter about the number plate. You still got to have a sticker on the back of your car. And I think, if I'm right in thinking, you've got to have it on the left-hand side. So just be warned because obviously the coppers will be out waiting for October. So GB stickers. Electricity bill. Now, somebody contacted me in the week about, Sean, our electricity here in Spain has gone up a lot. And I'd be honest, our electricity, what it is, they've done the tariffs from the 1st of June. They changed it all, as always. Now, from what was interesting, I went on the internet and checked this because it's not just Umbrella, which is the main electricity company in Spain. Apparently, it's all electricity companies in Spain are doing the same tariff. And I know a lot of people probably didn't get information because I'm on the internet, but I did check this again to make sure. And I thought personally, our electric has gone down a little bit. Our bill come in for August, 132. Don't forget, we've got 4 fridges, swimming pool pumps on all the time because it's been so hot, and it's still hot at the moment. I've still got my fan going down below there to give me a bit of wind on my legs. We've had the aircon. We've had an aircon on every day, and to be honest, what else has happened? The government has actually cut in the UK, you would call it VAT, but here in Spain, it's IVA. They cut the tax on that by half. Maybe not a big saving, but what they have done, they got the tariffs now. They got 3 time periods. I will read it out to you. I'm not going to write it down below, so please listen. Let it sink in, especially if you're here in Spain. not going to affect so much you guys are on holiday. It probably won't affect you at all. But obviously, people that's got holiday homes might be worth checking, guys. Because obviously, if you've got a holiday home here and you've got a swimming pool, then the pump's going to be on a lot. Now, hopefully, your pool cleaners have probably set the times for night, so it's on during the night. But obviously, if it's on during the daytime, you might find that you've had a bit of a huge increase on the electricity bill. But us guys here that are here already, the free time periods, like the most expensive time is, and I'm not going to give you the breakdown on the electric wattage and all that. God, but the most expensive time is 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So during that time is the most expensive time, and that's during the week from Monday to Friday. And then you've got, let's have a look, I've got it all written here. Right. The cheapest time is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays. No. I'm going to do that again because I misread that. Okay, the most expensive. Is that again? The most expensive times, because it's all complicated. Right, so the most expensive time is from 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 p.m. and then again from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. during the week. Right, the cheapest is from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then from 10 p.m. to midnight. So hopefully that's got in. We've got 56 in the house. They're still here. And the super off-peak is from midnight until 8 a.m. in the morning. And then Monday to Friday, plus all weekend, supposedly, it's supposed to be on super off-peak. So what's happening now on the at the weekend, Saturday and Sundays now, the wife, well, and me, we're doing all the washing. We've got the aircon on. Obviously, if you don't need the aircon, don't have it on. But I know a lot of people have said over the past couple of weeks, they've had their bills in and they're saying, wow, it's nearly doubled. I'll be honest, I haven't really noticed a lot. And another thing I have noticed over the years since we've been here, especially you holiday owners, I know you obviously got people watching your properties and that, but I have heard like if there's some building work going on next door, and they know that you got an outdoor plug. A lot of us got outdoor plugs. Cheeky old builders coming over your wall and plugging in the electric to do drilling or whatever else. So just be wary. Check your electric bills from last year. Now, another thing, I'm with Bank, and they always give me an average of what supposedly my electric and my water bill is going to be. So hopefully that's some help to you people out there. But yeah, I wish there was some other way of saving electricity. Now, another thing for electricity people is solar power. And I've probably talked about it nearly every time I come on here about solar power. I've been trying to contact some companies. So if anybody that's running a solar power company want to contact me, I would love to go out and do a video of how you do it, and obviously the costings of it, because from what I can see, it seems still a very expensive way of trying to save electricity, because you've got to put out a huge outlay and probably little outcome back. Because I've had a few people say that they've got solar power for their pool to heat the water. They said it hasn't really saved them any money at all. The water heaters that you get on the roof, maybe the newer ones now are a lot better, but I can safely say that when I hired a property that had a water heater on the roof, yeah, summer's great, but then you don't really need it in the summer, do you? But in the winter time, it wasn't really cost effective. Time I washed it up in the sink, and then I had a shower or whatever else, I've lost that water. I then had to put on the immersion heat and heat the water up. But anyway, like I said before, I'm always open. Any solar power company out there that wants to say, you're talking a lot of rubbish, mate, blah, blah, blah. Because another thing I've heard here in Spain, especially in the Murcia region, I've said before, that if you have got solar power on loads of panels on your roof, any extra electric over, you can put it back onto the grid. But here they charge you for it. So some of my friends said they just put it into the earth. Why pay people to take electricity off of you? I don't understand that, but that's something else. So I'm open to those sort of questions. Okay, so what else I've got here? I'll just put that over there. And I talked about age concern. Now, age concern on Campersol. This is only for Campersol only, really. So people that's interested about Campersol. Age concern has got a place. They used to have a place on A. They've now moved over to C. They moved over to C. I'll just put up the thing here. This is age concern. This tells you what's going on in the week. Now, at the bottom, if you can see my little cursor, that's the address for it. It's age concern social centre, Aviando, Deal Los, Cavigos. 2B. I'm be honest, I'm not really too sure where it is. What I will try and do in the next week or so is go over there and see if I can do a little video or something. But obviously, with age concern, you can hire out things like walking sticks and I believe wheelchairs. Obviously, I think also I did hear, I'm not 100%. You can, if you got something wrong with your back or something, they got special beds and that, and also things about what entitlements. I think they can give you some information about can you get some sort of benefit. So yeah, check that out, guys. I want to thank Stuart for that because he mentioned that this morning to me, because I did say I haven't got many topics today. But yeah, age concern on campus. So we've got quite a few things. We've got MABS, which is the cancer place. We've actually got a respite on campus as well. We've got quite a few. We've got obviously British Legion as well. So there's quite a few things going on campus. But age concern, I think, will be a lot of interest to a lot of people, because obviously the past couple of years they've been hit quite badly because they want now to be open, but they're back up and running again now. So I'll put that off now. Right, questions. I've got one from Yogi. No doubt I've probably got another one, and I've got a load of, I can see I've got loads of comments in the old thingy there. Right, how quickly and how regularly can you get currency conversions done in Spain with favorable rates? Good question there. Now I'm going to poke another company up now, because if you mention Currencies Direct, it's affecting my light on the screen there, isn't it? Currencies Direct. Now, when I first come to Spain, I'd never used any of these blooming currency people, and I was always worried because when I first went to buy the property, obviously I had to transfer a huge amounts of money. When I come here, I was transferring 15,000 a day. I didn't have no internet, nothing like that. So I had to go into, I went into Liz's Cafe. They got a free hotspot thing in there. I had 2 hours only, and it takes a long time because everybody else is in there doing probably the same thing. I informed my bank as well, let them know what was going on, just in case something trying to tap into me. And while you're in the process of transferring 15,000 to one of these money currency companies, the internet would go off, and I'm thinking, God, is it gone through? I had no problems, but I was told another company that I use, I don't want to name the company, and then after a couple of years, I did have a problem with this company because I always had to phone them up, even though apparently you get a better deal if you phone them up than if you go on the internet. It wasn't a lot really, but that's what I was told. And I was none the wiser. I always used to do it on a Thursday or a Friday, and the money wouldn't actually go into my account to probably Monday or Tuesday. And I didn't think nothing of that. But apparently you can do it instantly. And that's why I went over to Currencies Direct, because one, they got an office here on campus. I was on B. And what I like about it, because I'm not completely savvy on all the knowledge here, and I went in there and they explained it to me, and they said to me, Sean, if you want, we can do it for you. You can, obviously on there watching, They can tell you. And if you've got a problem, you can either phone them up or you can go into the office. And what was even more handier for me, when I was in Currencies Direct, next door is the bank anyway, so no, I got no problems at all. Because what I was trying to get at was, when I was using this other currency company, that the money I'd sent, it went missing for 2 weeks, and I kept phoning up and up. I was just getting fobbed off, and they didn't really care. I was just another number to them. So, but Currencies Direct have been ever so good to me, and I must say, please say my name. Won't get a discount, but it helps me out. Yeah, and what I like about them, you can put money in there, and you can set a fee if you want. If you want to set it to a certain rate, and they'll obviously keep it to it. But yeah, they send you a text all the time. Which when you go through the process, you get a text, and obviously when the money's gone into the account, you get a text to say that as well. And usually it's done within the hour. I can't really say about favourable rates. I don't really bother. You could go. There's so many of them out there, money transfer wise and whatever else. And obviously the rates are always changing during the day. So, you might think, oh, well, I'll hang out tomorrow, and then the rate drops down. I think if you're doing really big amounts of money, yeah, maybe worth doing a bit of research and seeing who's the best money transfer company. But for me, Currencies Direct, I can just go in the office and I'm talking to somebody, then talking to somebody on the phone who doesn't really give a damn, really. So, I said the wrong name then, didn't I? Yogi, hopefully that's answered your question. A very good question. I've got another question here from Emma. And she said, because she's put it on tonight, I managed to get it before it's come. How are we doing? We're doing all right. Emma says, is it true that the money allocated from the council to fix the roads will also be used to fix the lighting? That's from Emma and Bob. She's talking about money on Campusol. I'm not going to go through the whole rigmarole about the money, but Campusol has been allocated, I think it's over 3 million to do things that was never finished off by the Mazarron company when they were building Campusol. They didn't finish off the roads and things like that. But the money that's being used for the tarmacking now, it's only what it is. They're putting a new lot of tarmac down from C to D. It's only the dual carriageway. There's a huge amount of money that they're doing on it, and that money is not coming out of that 3 million. That money has been allocated from the council, and they're doing the dual carriageway right through from C to D. They got 23 other projects going on. Now, what I will say is, Emma and Bob, if you take note of this, if you go on the internet and put in Campusol Fact Crusader .com, there's a guy called there, Rob, and he puts up all this sort of news. There's a lot more detail. I'm not going to go through all that because I'll just go on and on about it. But there's a lot more information on there. What the council's doing, what sort of things going on now, and hopefully end of this year and next. But hopefully I've answered the question there. So that money they're not going to be doing the lights. And I think Silvana, which is our councillor for Campusol, she put up a thing a couple of months ago about the lights. The council would send around the lighting crew. Apparently somebody keeps nicking them. I mean, we've got lights in our street on A that haven't been fixed. I have seen the lightning gang, the light gang that comes around and a little cherry pickup, and he's changing the bulbs. I do wonder if what they're doing is taking the bulbs out of one street and putting in another. I know that I think it's Granada Street. Some people are saying it's because they're private roads. I don't honestly think Granada Road is a private road myself, but I think it's an ongoing thing. I mean, to me personally, I don't think it's a big issue having no street lights. What a lot of people do, they put lights on their walls things like that. Obviously, light up. We got night lights that light up the garden at night to keep out the burglars. But yeah, Emma and Bob, hope that's Uncle Jack. Well, it's kind of 10 o'clock now. Must get on with a bit of getting too much gabbling out. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what I've been up to. I'm just checking to make sure I haven't missed nothing out. I think I've gone through all the usual stuff. So what I always do, I'll just show you some photographs now, what I've been up to this week. Well, past week, I should say. Now, last Friday, me, Steve, Mandy, and my wife went to an Indian down in the port. Very nice. As always, too much food. I couldn't eat it all. I think wife and I think Mandy took theirs back with them because it's just so much food. I'm not a great lover of Indian food, but I must say it's fantastic. It's a lovely meal. You know, I can't even remember. So if Mandy and Steve are watching, if you can remember the name of that restaurant, please chuck it up. We had a fantastic meal there. Well, the next one is the James Bond premiere. I'll put that up as well, guys, because Mabs on B, the respite place, is selling the tickets. So it's a premiere on the 1st of October. We'll be putting a video together again very soon, showing whereabouts the cinema is on Toltana. But yeah, you can see that I met another guy tonight. He's one of the actors who's been dressing up as one of the baddies. And I think you can have photographs with some of the characters. I expect there even be a James Bond look-alike, no doubt. So it should be a good evening. I'll just take that down and put up the poster just to show you it's all official. Now, I will be turning up on the night as well. I'll be turning up next week to check out the cinema and see how it is. Because from the outside, it looks pretty small, but once you get inside there, it's pretty big. So I'll be putting a video together next week on that. So now that's God, James Bond, eh? Apparently, it's about a year late. We went down to near Mercia, went to a DIY store called, God, I can't even think of the store now. Anyway, as you can see, you got KFC there, McDonald's. I mean, the place was packed. Can't believe how busy it was. I think it was Saturday night. So anyway, just sort of show you. Here's a picture of Camp Mazarron. This was done a couple of days ago. Lovely. It's still really hot here, guys. Now the next couple is Mike and Yvonne. Now, lovely couple. Hopefully they're on tonight. I think they are on tonight. I've been pronouncing her name really wrong. I've been calling her Yvonne, but I've sussed it out now, Yvonne. It's definitely Yvonne. Now, these two guys, they got a brilliant YouTube channel. They put up a video today. They actually interviewed me today, and the video's up already. I think I put a link up on my Facebook group, but if you want to check out their channel, it's called, I've got it written down. It's Between the Legs by Mike and Yvonne. Now, Mike and Yvonne, if you could put a link up, I'm sure they'd love to watch it and subscribe to your channel. We had a good day out. It was on Monday. And then in the week, I went out with my dog Bonnie and my wife. We went down to the beach. Lovely. I think it was just a couple of fishermen. All the camper vans had gone. And while we was down there, the dog was messing about on the beach in the sea. And while we was there, we saw a microlight guy. And what I do now, let's put up this video that I did of the microlight. If I can get it up. It's all technology here. There we go. I think we'll just get it on. Can put that up. I mean, there was two of these guys. And one of them, I think it's this one, come down so low. Now I was doing this on my phone.
It comes the other one.
Nearly going to hit us, but I was just amazed. Now,
Here comes the other one.
This one you can see down in the bushes at the moment. I thought he might have crashed, but he hadn't.
No, this one, Jan?
You can see how close he was to us. I got no zoom on that. It's so low. I said I'm hyperlight, didn't I?
Wow.
And these two guys were going down the coast there. Here he comes. Shouting out, woo! Well, you can see how low he is.
That's what
He's
you
come
call
down
quiet.
where the fishermen are now.
You get that fisherman now. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's that. And then the other day, no, I've been doing a gold visa part 1. This is gold visa part 2. This is the day that we actually went there to film it. It's lovely. Now, believe it or not, this is the cheapest villa. This one was 507,000. And if I can get out I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna put up a video in not this next week, the week after, of this place. This is the sales office on there. These are the guys that were actually you got me and Steve, and then you got the young lady, Andrea was her name, lovely lady, really helpful for us. And what I'll do now, just put up this is, you can see that now. Now she was telling me the people that have bought these are all from the UK, which did amaze me. And there's one there for, what will I see it for? 1 million, yeah, 1,285,000. A lot of money. That's why I've been doing a video about the gold visa. That's what you can get. I was just trying to show you what people can get for if you go for the gold visa. And then we went down to the golf clubhouse. I asked for a club sandwich. Now I was expecting just one of those, but I got both of them. A big plate. I couldn't eat it all. It was so much food. Amazing. And then last night, me, Mandy, Steve, and Jan, we went down to Vigo's to have a pizza. Very nice. Packed out. Ever so busy, but we did get our food on time, which is pretty amazing. And the last thing is the weather. Now, as you can see, it's changing next week. It looks like we're going to get a lot of cloud, but the temperatures are slightly going down a bit. It's still ever so warm, but the temperatures are starting to drop a bit. It looks like Monday and Tuesday it's going to be a bit wet, but the thing is the weather here in Spain, it can just change. I mean, by the time Sunday comes, it'll be gone. When it's 10 past thingy already, I've got over 60 comments to get through. So I was just on a bit of a indigestion thing there. So hopefully that's been interesting. How many we got? Here we go, straight in there. So we got Femi in the house. Hi, Sean, nice to be back. Hope you're enjoying your trip that you've been making. Yes, I've been in quite a busy week this week, I must say, Femi. So top man for that. Now, I answered your question there, Emma. Hopefully that's answered your question. Thank you, Emma and Bob. I've just Nurse Jim Allah. Greetings from North Wales, from Gemma and Poppy and Jim. Top people, thanks for popping in. We got John. I sure no questions and no passes. Good vibes, top man. I hear you're back in sunny UK. Now, I did hear, I think it's true that the weather's been pretty warm in the UK. Wayne, hello, short, hope you all's well. Where are the damn mosquitoes going to disappear? I'll be honest, Wayne. I think it's been where we are. It's been pretty good. And I've seen the Mozzie truck that goes around like a puffer wagon, and he puffs everywhere. And I've seen, this is on A, obviously, and I've seen the garden group been spraying the trees to try and kill the mozzies. I mean, we've still got the flies. The flies are not so bad now, but we've still got the flies. But the mosquitoes, haven't been so bad, but I suppose it's like anywhere else. Depending on where there's water or where water's collecting, that's where you get the little buggers. But anyway, what's going out on the astronomy tour tonight in campus? Unfortunately, it's been cancelled due to the cloud cover. Yeah, Wayne, me and Steve wanted to go and do the Milky Way, I think a couple of weeks ago, but we misjudged it because of the moon was still out, and it looks like next week it's been washed out as well. But I have seen these guys doing the astronomy tour. I did see the somewhere else next week. But shame about that, isn't it? Terry, hi Sean. Great drone footage of the caves. Terry Sue from sunny Swansea. Well done, guys. Yogi, evening, Sean. Great to see you. A shout out to Mike and Yvonne. I'll do that again. A shout out to Mike and Yvonne. Well done from Between the Lakes on the great video and interview. Very much. I really enjoyed that interview, guys. Now, hopefully my interview will be up to the same grade as you two guys, but most appreciate it. Lawrence, evening. Sean, dark and raining in North London. No. Sean, my question this week, how friendly are the local roads around Costa Cleda for cyclists? Are there many cycle groups in the local area? Well, I'll be honest. No, this is another reason with Mike and Yvonne. The reason, I mean, they like Campusal, but one of the things they did notice is not many cycle paths around here. There's a lot of service roads that's got potholes and things like that. Now, behind on you've actually got the Greenway, but I know where Mike and Yvonne have moved to in Torrevecca. They've got loads of these proper cycle path routes and things like that. And obviously another thing is, even though they got electric bikes, it's a lot flatter there. But obviously there are cycle groups. I don't know any ones personally, but I've seen a couple of guys go out on their racing bikes and go off cycling. But I went round this area myself personally. I don't think the roads are that safe for cyclists myself. Obviously, because you've got the dual carriageway. Some of the other roads, a lot of people drive around a bit fast. You do need the quiet roads. Now, I expect there are some areas in Costa Cleda because it's such a big area anyway. Maybe in the cities like Mercia and things like that, it's a lot better. But in this area itself, it's not so. I wouldn't say it's not cyclist friendly. They just haven't got the paths for it. Now I know, like I said, with the Greenway, there is actually a cycle path that goes from Mazarron town back up to the country club. I mean, that's so if you're on the country club, yeah, you can go backwards and forwards, but then you only go into the town. Once you go past the town, if you want to go down to the port, you're back onto the busy road. But it'd be interesting if anybody else can add a comment below about if they know some cycle routes. Well, good question, Yogi. Thomas, evening, Sean, back in 2 weeks. Well done. Look forward to seeing you again, guys. Evening, Sean and all from Mac Blue. And we got Paul Barrett here. Good evening, Sean. Hope you're keeping well. Hope to see you soon, Paul and Jan. Yes, like I said, I wanted to interview you too. So when you're ready, give me a shout. Mad Dave's in the house. Good evening, pal. Thank you. Thanks for the support. Mandy's in the house. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Top lady. As you can see, I've got, there it is. Bring it over a bit. I've got my IKEA special there. Thumbs up. Thomas, lots of cyclists in the Mazarron area. Okay, there you are. Thomas has just said it. Lots of cyclists. I mean, I don't ride a bike, so I can't really comment on that, really. But nice to know. Top man, Steve. Good evening. You're top man as always. Harvey, evening. Another top man. All windy today. No boating. No. I think obviously the boating Harvey's not going to happen now, is it? Because looking at the weather next week, it's not looking very good with the stormy weather. But you never know. We got my new. Oh, yep, that's it. This is the equivalent to the Icky card. Now, this is obviously a card that you can travel with It's all about if you fall over and you go to the emergency department at hospital, you know, for small things, you can be treated. Top man for getting the icky card, not icky card, the G hit card, because it's all changed, isn't it? Martin, top man, hi mate. I hope the weather over there has been better than it is today. Yes, the weather. I mean, I think during the winter period it was rain and it was sort of cold, and then come sort of late June, it's been a really hot year this year. You know, the aircon machine's done well this year. Every day that aircon, and it's still going today. So yes, that can be. Says Thomas. Yeah, well done. Hello, Sean. Good evening, all from Norman. Top man. We got Stephen, got Padron and medical done today. Well done, because Stephen's gone down to get his Padron from the Mazarron Council building, and then he had to go and do a medical for his driving license. Now, I believe to get the medical for your driving license here in Mazarron town, it's €40. But I think if you go, I think Mandy and Steve were saying if you went to the Carter Handy, you can get it half the price, but you have to do the little gizmo thing. That's what I mean. Everywhere is different on how they do things. But good news on the Padron. Well done, Steve. Evening, Sean. Ali from Ali and Bruce. Top Mac people. Here they are. Here they are. This is Mike and Yvonne. Good evening. Our interview with you seems to be very popular. It's got millions of views. I can only wish. I can only wish, Mike. But Mike, I've got to thank you because you give me some ideas when you were showing me how you do your editing and the equipment that you use. I've got the Rode, the Rode 2 stuff already, and I've already ordered the new gimbal, the DJI 5 gimbal thing. It turns into a telescope and things like that. So I've got to thank you, Mike, for showing me how you do things, even though I'm Mr. Auto. But thank you much, guys. Most appreciate it. We got Wayne. Hello, Sean, coming out to Camp the Soul in 3 weeks. 1 more year until I get my hands on my private pension. And with a bit of luck, I can get myself a place out there. Love the videos. Wayne, top man. Yeah, come out, have a good look around, make sure it's for you. And all the best in 3 weeks, mate. Hope it all goes well. Robert, good evening, Sean. Last week, I wish I was on Camp the Soul enjoying myself. I forgot to tune into your. Robert, I forgive you. I've got 59 in the house. Obviously, a lot of people still out enjoying it. When we went out last night down to the port, it looks like everybody's on holiday still. I mean, we're talking the 9th of September. Obviously, some people must go back late to start work. But yeah, it's so busy down in town, which really amazed me. Don't come to my house. We're looking to buy a property out in Spain, but I do like a bargain. Where is the best place to buy, Sean, in your opinion? Red, how can I answer that question? I know, obviously, if you look on the internet, you pay for what you get. If you see something for 30,000, don't expect it to be 5 bedrooms, a swimming pool. You pay for what you get. Obviously, depending on where you are, Red, I would say try the one in the UK. What do you call it now? They're pretty. Trying to think. I mean, one of the places worth checking out for a property site is A Place in the Sun. That gives you an overall view of all the places around Spain. But what I will say is, obviously, in this area, the southeast of Spain, along the coast there, even going up to Torrevieja and that, the price of properties could be a lot cheaper here than if you go down the south, like the Costa del Sol. The price of properties down there is a lot more expensive. I mean, what I will say is you've got to come out of Spain and have a look, get a rough idea of the prices, and then have a look at an area, because it doesn't matter how cheap the place is, you might not like it. So that's all I can say, really. I wish I could sort of say, yeah, I know a place that's going really cheap, but I just don't. Very good video, Mike Yvonne. See, it's built in my system. What's life like for a younger generation on campus looking to purchase a holiday home with a route to full relocation down the line? Right, Daniel. Pretty young. I mean, believe it or not, there are young people here, and there's obviously young kids that go to school from nursery age right up to senior age. All I can say is you need to come here and have a look yourself to see if it's to be for you. Depends what you're after, really. I mean, if you're after like the sort of the Belladonna thing, lots of things going on, nightclubs and things like that. Yeah, that's going to be Campus Soul. I wouldn't say Campus Soul is for old people because there's young people here, but I mean, most things shut down at midnight, so you got that to consider. Yeah. Well, what I will say is, I mean, we actually got at long last, we actually got a playground for the kids and that. So that's one thing that Campus always got, which is pretty good, I suppose. But I would come and have a look. That's the best thing to do first. Come and have a look if it's for you. You'll soon know if it's not for you. I mean, we've got lots of bars and restaurants and things like that, but you might still think there's a lot of old people here. Rob's in the house. Oh, Sean, Tacky. Rob, hope you're not working too hard. How are we doing for time? All right for time? Not that late, Rob. No. Obviously translating that. Well done, Mandy. Evening, Sean. Good to see you from Malcolm and Carol. Here we go. My energy, electricity, and gas is £9 a month in the UK. I better stay here. I mean, that's a bit cheap, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what you're living in, but I can remember paying my gas and electric. It was a lot more, but then I suppose I like using it. Sean, what are you storing in 4 fridges? Yogi, I like a cold drink. So here we go. Upstairs, I've got my normal fridge. I've got another stand-up fridge freezer, put all my frozen stuff in. So that's 2 upstairs. Basement, I've got another one there for cold drinks. And then I've got one outside near the pool, cold drinks. So that's why we got 4 freezers. Yeah, lots of bodies. Okay, just live in the Pacific time. It's so coming up at 1 o'clock then, Rob, top man. So you're obviously in your break. Don't ask Yogi. Thank you, Manny, for your kind comments. Says Mike and Yvonne. See, look, I'm getting there. Welcome to Mike and Yvonne. Yvonne, Between the Lakes, great video, Sean. Thank you. Made him look like a superstar. Yeah, I know. Just don't overdo it. Neil, hi, Sean. Nice to see you, sir. Thank you, Mike. You're a top man. I can say I like you a lot now. We have 2 solar showers outside, one on the roof terrace and one next to the pool. Gets really hot, only €100 each. There you are, Thomas. Now, I believe I'm right in thinking Harvey has got a solar shower as well, and he was saying that it's pretty hot, which is pretty good. We've got Steve. Don't forget about James Bond 007. Now that's in process. Age concern on the main road going up to C&D next to the sensor out. Emma, thank you very much. I'm going to check that out. I keep saying I will check it out, but that's giving me an idea where it is now. Thank you very much, Emma. That's most appreciated. Shout out to Yogi's Gonna. Mike has another YouTube channel called Mike Cameras, that's it, which is a great channel. He reviews all his film editing secrets. Yes, that's very true. I've got a feeling I'm a subscriber to that, and Mike did say he hasn't been on that channel for a while. Mike, get working again. Rob, hola, Mike, Yvonne, and he's doing his Spanish again because he's a top man. Make sure you put your thumbs up for this episode. Thank you. You're a top man as well. Got my Expat cup on Tuesday. Neil, can you send me a photograph of you drinking out of your Expat cup? That would be fantastic. That would be most appreciated. And thanks for the support. Steve, can you ever see yourself moving from Campersal to another part of Spain or back to the UK? Good question. That you can never say never. I think we did say, me and my wife, if things, because we're getting old. I mean, we're going to be here for a while yet, but I think when we get in probably our 80s, I think we might possibly move down to Isla Plana. It's right on the coast there. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy where I am. Will I move back to UK? I can't say that. My mum had been out to Spain for 30 years, and she's back in the UK. You just don't know, do you? You don't know how things are going to happen. My leg might fall off. I might go do alley. Hope not. But yeah, no, I've got no plans at the moment, Steve. Sean, when you were a lorry driver, what was your favourite trip? Yogi, I would love to explain that. I haven't got much time to explain where I used to go driving, but I was a delivery driver. It was a job. That's what I can say. I mean, I used to like driving all over. I love driving anyway. That's what I can say, Yogi. The journey home, Yogi. Yes, that's very true, Mandy. Nice one, Mandy. Yes, see? Right. So this is the name of that Indian place that we stayed at. Ever so nice. If anybody knows down at the port, all I can say it's not far from those two supermarkets sound so much the same. What I will say, if you know where Yahoo is in the port, it's on the other side, just past the roundabout on the left-hand side there. It's next to like a little garage, like a workshop garage. That's what I would say. New Matrix film out too. Yes, there's a lot of films coming out in October. Hopefully, maybe this cinema in Toltana will be doing that as well. Because it's good to see that actually doing it in English, which is most appreciated for us English people, especially the new James Bond film. Sean, I will treat you to a proper Indian, mate. My wife's cooking is awesome. Thank you, Yogi. I'll be honest. I find spices don't go well with me. It's not me. It's just that the spices don't go well with me. Hang on. Have I gone too far now? Hang on. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm going to have to rush through them now, guys. We've got. Did they film 007 in Spain? I don't know, Rob. Possible. I know a lot of locations. A lot of these new films lately have been filmed in Spain, but I don't know. Bricamart. Yeah, that's going back to the KFC photograph. We've gone down to Bricamart to. I didn't. I just stayed in the car with my dog Bonnie, and those guys went into Bricamart to get some stuff, and then we went down to the KFC in Murcia. Yeah, well, Yvonne is the southern ascent. Yes. Is it? Is it, Rob? Nice to know. Hi, Sean from Julie Stratford on Ponhaven. Well done, Julie, for popping in. Top lady. Sean, can you do an interview of Mike and Yvonne in Campersal? Well, I have done it, Yogi. I've actually done an interview with these guys, obviously in their home place of Torvecker. It should be out in a couple of weeks' time. I've got a few things going on again. I've got a lot of things to get out and about. But yeah, you never know. They might come down to Campersal and have a nose about. I'm quite happy for that. I sure was over the last week. We got a place on D back in November. Well done, Clive. Hope it's for you. And good luck in November. Because it still be warm. Not surprised you're having indigestion with all those sandwiches. Very true. I mean, I'll be honest, I couldn't eat it all. I mean, I tried to force it down me, but I just couldn't do it. Many thanks for the info and electricity shop. No problem, Femi. Hope that's given some out, because I know quite a lot of people have had their bills. I was expecting the price to go down a bit, and it's actually gone up. But I think what it might be is because they're not used to these new tariffs, the times on it. Obviously, during the week, it's quite easy to put it on the most expensive. I need a hand next week. Can I borrow one of your shelves? No. Got to put one up for me, Steve. It's over there. It's a massive one. Oh yeah, and that blooming LMB thing didn't fit. It was too fat. I've got to get another one now. Stephen, you are funny. You're welcome to have mine. Okay, whatever that is. Good evening, Sean. Late tonight. Andy, I've sent you an email about over a week ago. Would it be possible that me and you could get up together, especially at your place mainly, obviously, to do a interview with you and the family, living out in the outback, getting a bit of living off the grid, as they say. So if you can get in contact with me, Andy, that'd be fantastic. Because I was near your way. I had to go up to Mercia through your area, Ollie. I don't know, it's a long word, isn't it? And then I went down into Torrebecca that way. But Andy, thanks for popping in. Yeah, could you get in contact with me, please, Andy? Many thanks for me. Be around to pick it up next week. Well done. I forgot. Oh, fun. Well done, Ali. That's it. That's it. That's better, isn't it? Okay, top man, Nick. Not working for the crazy nightlife. Just a bit of better, more relaxed life for myself and the family. Hoping to fly over November. And do that. That's all I can recommend. Please come and have a look. And then if you know, I mean, the area is fantastic. The port, you're gonna love it going down to the port and places like that. But yeah, have a look and good luck in November. Daryl, sure. Does Camp Result have yes, it does have a bus service. Not especially for Camp Result. The bus actually goes through on down near the pharmacy. They actually got a bus stop now. And if you go onto one of the Facebook groups, there's like a QR code and it tells you all about the things. I wish I could talk about it more, but I've just gone over my time. Just got your email, mate. Was sent top man Andy, and I remembered your name now. I from Tony and Tracy from St Albans. Thank you guys, most supportive. Sean, great news. Yes, well done. See, I did it, didn't I? Good night, chaps. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Dave's in the house. Is there food shortage in Spain at the moment, like UK? As far as I know, there's no shortages of food. I'm eating plenty, as you can see from the going out, eating myself sick. Wayne, £9 a month for electricity. Yeah. Lamppost. Can you tell me when the time to buy cheap? Can you tell me when is the time to buy cheap Villa America? All I can say is, if you are looking for to buy a cheap place, I would start looking now because, as you can see with the video I'm going to be doing next week, prices will start to go up because they're starting to build again. A lot of interest, not just from all around the Europe now. Anyway, I got to go. I've got to get through it. Thanks, Sean. See you next week. Neil, good night, Sean. Thank you. Good night, all, Mandy. I'm going to wave again. I'm shocked myself. Anyway, late tonight. Dave, always next week. Most appreciated for coming in. I must say, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody, coming in tonight, guys. Keep safe. Hope to see you back next week. Should do. I'll still be here. I'm going to say adios, amigos. I've just got to knock off that thingy now. Where is it gone? There's a comment. Let's get it here. Here we go. So, anyway, adios, everybody. I'll see you next week. 9:30. Be there. Wish you're going to miss something. I'm just trying to find it. Here we go. We're in it.